Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we meet again in our virtual meeting for English lessons. Okay, let's start our class by reading Al-Fatihah together. Al-Fatihah. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin arrahmanir rahim maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Okay, today in our virtual meeting for the second semester, we are going to study about narrative text. Okay, before I continue the lesson today, please write everything I explain to you on your notebook. So please prepare your notebook and your school utensil. Okay, well, narrative text, this is a fictive story. You can look at your screen about narrative text. This is the basic competencies and indicator about narrative text that we are studying today. Okay, you can look at your screen and try to conclude my explanation about narrative text. Well, my beloved students, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard about these stories? Look at the picture. This is a girl with a monkey. A girl with a monkey. Can you guess the title of the story? The title of the story is Lutung Kasarung. Yes, this is a story of Lutung Kasarung from Java. The story of this narrative under the title Lutung Kasarung is from Java. Okay, now look at to the right picture. The right picture. This is about a mother and a young man. Look at the picture. Okay, a mother and a young man, and this is like in the beach, and there is a sheep behind the young man. So can you guess what is the title of this narrative text? Okay, narrative text narrative text. What is narrative text? Narrative text is a text that tells about an imagination story in the past. So this is talking about imagination story in the past. This is narrative text. And number two, the social functions of narrative text is to entertain. To entertain means to give you what is said, to give us entertainment, menghibur in bahasa Indonesia, and to teach people moral lessons with a story, and also to teach moral lessons in the story of the narrative text, usually in coda So coda and the contents of coda is the moral lessons in the story of narrative text. And number three here is the language features of narrative text. Yeah, using at of time conjunctions. Yeah, and past continuous tense. Yeah, using adverb of time conjunctions. Yeah, and past continuous tense. Yeah, the tenses used is past continuous tense. Yeah, don't forget to conclude all my explanation to you. Yeah, okay, and we come to the next slide. Yeah, this is talking about types of narrative text. Okay, types of narrative text. Oke, kita kembali lagi. Yeah, we come back again to this. Yeah, the generic structures of narrative text now. Generic structure of narrative text. Ya, ini contohnya adalah The Legend of Rawa Pening. The Legend of Rawa Pening. Ya, this is orientation. Starting from one upon a time. Ya, orientation itu apa? The orientation is introduce the characters and informs about time and place. Jadi orientation itu adalah introduce the characters and inform about times and place. Jadi di paragraf pertama atau paragraf orientasi itu isinya adalah pengenalan terhadap tokoh-tokoh atau karakter yang akan ada dalam cerita tersebut. Sekaligus juga memberitahukan tentang kapan kejadiannya dan di mana kejadiannya. So this is informs about time and place. This is in orientation paragraph. And in the second part of the generic structures of narrative text is complication. Complication tells the problems of the story and how the character solves them. Jadi di paragraf komplikasi ini mulai timbulnya sebuah masalah, ya, masalah yang dihadapi oleh si tokoh, ya, dan bagaimana si tokoh tersebut menyelesaikan masalah tersebut. This is in complications paragraph. And the second is resolution. Nah, yang ketiga ini adalah resolution. What is resolution? Resolutions when the problems in the story solve for better or worse. Jadi ketika masalah dalam cerita tersebut itu terselesaikan, ya, dengan lebih baik ataukah lebih buruk, itu namanya resolusi. And yang terakhir itu biasanya ada moral lessons, jadi pelajaran moral di situ atau tune, ya, biasanya dikatakan tune di situ. Itu moral lesson. Jadi kesimpulannya bagaimana dalam sebuah cerita itu. Nah, ini on your screens, this is example of narrative completely with the orientation, complication, and the resolution. Yeah, this is the Legends of Rawa Pening. Okay, next, guys. Okay, now let's watch the video. Yeah, let's watch the video. Yeah, about this. Yeah, the video is about the three little pigs. Yeah, watch carefully the video. Yeah, wait a minute.
Tales with Gigi presents The Three Little Pigs.
Once upon a time, there were three happy little pigs. The first little pig played the flute, the second little pig played the violin, and the third little pig played the piano. One day, their mother said, "Dearest sons, you are old enough and big enough to leave home and start your own life. Be wise and take good care of yourselves and of each other." So the three pigs left home, and they each decided to build a house. The first little pig gathered some straw and built his house very quickly.
"Now the wolf can't catch and eat me,"
he said happily, and went back to playing the flute and dancing. The second little pig made his house of sticks.
"Great,"
he thought.
"now the wolf can't eat me either."
His house didn't take very long to build either, and he soon joined his brother playing games and making music. They were playing and singing, and all the while, the third little pig was still building his house of bricks. The other two little pigs laughed at him for working so hard, but he didn't mind. Instead, he said,
"When the big bad wolf comes, you'll see what happens."
Some time later, the pigs were working outside when all of a sudden the big bad wolf came. Each pig went into his house to hide.
Little pig, let me come in,"
said the wolf to the first pig.
"Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin,"
said the first little pig bravely.
"Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in,"
the wolf said. He huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the first little pig's house away. The pig squealed and ran to his brother's house, but the wolf huffed and puffed and blew away the stick house too. The two little pigs squealed and ran into the brick house their brother had built. The wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he puffed, but even with all that huffing and puffing, he couldn't blow the brick house down. But this was a cunning wolf. He had another idea. He decided to break into the house through the chimney. But the clever little pig had already thought of that. There was a pot of boiling water simmering away on the fire. The big bad wolf fell into the hot pot, and he died. The two pigs understood their brother's lesson and decided not to be lazy anymore. The very next day, they built houses of bricks. Now the first and second little pigs had all the time in the world to play the flute and the violin and to sing. The third little pig accompanied them on the piano, and the three lived happily ever after, safe and sound in their little brick houses.
Did you like this story? Download our storytelling app, Tales with Gigi, where you can find more than 30 other fairy tales and fables which can come in handy during feeding time, bedtime, or on road trips. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We've got new tales coming out every Wednesday.
Okay, that is the story that we have learned today, guys. Yeah, that is the we have learned today. Okay, and what is your duty, guys? Your duty is what is that? Conclude. Yeah, you make conclusions of my explanation. Yeah, conclusions of my explanation. Yeah, don't forget to write your name. Yeah, your class, and of course the lessons, and also on the date. Yeah, the date. Yeah. Okay. Once again, your duty. Yeah, is resuming or concluding. Yeah, concluding all my explanations. Yeah, last time, what is narrative text? what is the generic structures, what is the language features and others, yeah, from that story, yeah, from that explanation. Okay, yeah. So remember that what you have to do is concluding my explanation about narrative text. Yeah, what is narrative text? Yeah, and the use of narrative text or the functions of narrative text. Yeah, and also what is that kinds or types of narrative text? As I said to you last time, that is fable, is legend, that is many things. Yeah, I have explained to you on the screen. Yeah, I have explained to you on the screen. So your duty is concluding that explanation. Yeah, write on folio. Yeah, write on folio. Yeah, including your name, your class. Yeah, and of course your date. I mean, the date of my lessons or our lesson today. Yeah, okay.